Good, happy Sunday evening, November 29, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Sunday evening, so let's begin. First up, we're going to begin with coronavirus in New Hampshire, key information and data. Let's take a look at that right now. And here is a look at that information for all of you right now. There are 20,002 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. 13,233,884 number of people in the United States have tested positive. 523 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 837 number of people have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire, and 266,009 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. Now let's take a look at this current map of New Hampshire with current cases of COVID-19. In Nashua, 384. And let's take a look at this map of New Hampshire where total cases of COVID-19 are. Nashua, 1866. Now let's take a look at these three charts here. Let's start with the first chart here. New cases each day, New Hampshire in the purple. Daily new positive COVID-19 cases. Orange, new hospitalization. And red, deaths. And let's take a look at this chart here. Total cases in the purple. And current cases in the orange. Current hospitalizations are in the orange. Let's take a look at this chart here. Total cases. Purple, total positive COVID-19 cases. Orange, total hospitalization. Red, deaths. And blue, recovered. Let's take a look at this chart here. Positive PCR test rate and daily PCR test. Let's take a look at this chart here. Age group of cases, female and male of cases, and risk information. Let's take a look at this chart here. Infections, hospitalizations, and deaths. And let's take a look at this chart here. Deaths. Percent of New Hampshire population, race/ethnicity of cases, and hospitalizations. And a reminder, your common symptoms: fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, difficult breathing, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. How it spreads, and prevention tips. And be sure to stay with the Riley King Network for the latest of your COVID-19 information. New Hampshire Fish and Game. Don't rely on phone maps while hiking. New Hampshire Fish and Game Department is warning hikers not to rely on cell phone mapping apps for wilderness navigation after two individuals got lost in the woods. According to the department, a mother and daughter from Massachusetts were hiking in the mountains near Tamworth Saturday when they became lost. The two women had been using a mapping application on their cell phone. They called for assistance and officials were able to help them find the trail. While the incident ended safely, authorities said they've seen an increase in the number of hikers who get lost while using their smartphone to navigate. In a statement, the department warned that map apps often contain errors and won't work in areas with poor cell phone service. The department advised hikers heading into the wilderness to bring a paper map, a handheld GPS unit, and a compass. Pedestrian suffers life-threatening injuries after being struck by a car in Nashua. Take a look at this photo right here. This is the photo from the scene yesterday in Nashua, New Hampshire. A pedestrian was airlifted to the hospital with life-threatening injuries after being struck by a car in Nashua on Saturday afternoon, police said. The pedestrian, a 78-year-old woman, was struck about 1:30 p.m. on Charon Avenue. Nashua Police Sergeant said it's unclear if she was in the road when she was struck. The police sergeant said the woman was taken by helicopter to a Massachusetts hospital. The driver of the car that struck her is cooperating with the investigation, the Nashua Police Sergeant said. The crash remains under investigation. With 1 in 7 Granite Staters now food insurance, Food Bank plans more drive-through pantries to help the growing number of people who are struggling to feed their families this year. The New Hampshire Food Bank will hold 19 drive-through food pantries around the state this December. The family of a 22-year-old woman who died after her car collided with a logging truck on Route 12 in Charlestown is in shock. Rebecca Higgins was killed Monday afternoon in a collision just south of Langdown Road. In a challenging year for schools, substitute teachers are in high demand. Substitute teachers are in high demand this year during the pandemic as school districts juggle staffing shortages due to quarantine requirements or reshuffling of student cohorts. Santa finds ways to social distance at mall at Fox Run. The Fox Run Mall is using a 6-foot wide plexiglass barrier between Santa and his visitors, with the divider adorned with festive decorations to make it appear like a scene from a snow globe. And Eversource New Hampshire issued a warning to their customers. And here is a look at that warning that they issued to their customers. Thunderstorms, heavy rain, and possibly 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts are headed our way tomorrow. These strong bursts of wind could bring down trees and damage the electric system. We have crews and support staff ready to go. Ways to report an outage: call 800-662-7764 or visit eversource.com. Download our mobile app or text out to 23129. So, be prepared for some strong winds and heavy rain tomorrow. And that does it for this Sunday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night and goodbye, everyone.